back to the breakpoint. Everybody, welcome back. This is Coach C with Bad Bowling, and this is the breakpoint. So, for all of those that watch it later, I'm saying thanks for watching and welcome. And for all the fellas that tune into the lives, thank you again very much. This is a little special edition. Why is it special, you ask? Because Coach bowled over the weekend on Sunday in the tournament, so I didn't get an opportunity to go live on Sunday, which was catastrophic. Let me just say the least. Bowling Sunday was absolutely, positively catastrophic. However, sometimes that happens. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. Also, this upcoming Sunday, just to let everybody know, I'll also be bowling in a tournament in Lockport, Illinois. So the live this weekend may or may not happen either. So we might have to push it to Monday or Saturday evening. We'll decide. We will decide. Tomorrow we'll be bowling live. Well, we should be bowling live in all accounts in league tomorrow, which I'll be putting up the video so that we can hopefully get somebody to guess the number so we can give away some things, whether it's merch or a new ball. Why not give it away? And then also tomorrow, I will be dropping some information as to what we're going to do to deal out some equipment that we're not going to keep because coach has a lot of balls. Okay, so with that being said, since I went over everything that we're going to do, so for everybody watching, here's a question that I have for you. Did anybody get an opportunity to watch Players Championship? Now, I watched it from start to finish, and boy, oh boy, at 300 in the finals is something that I did not expect to happen, but it was impressive to see happen. Boy, did the rookie come alive. I mean, EJ led it from wire to wire, EJ being the number one seed. And you know what they say, don't you? To be the champion, you have to beat the champion. And boy, did he beat EJ. And if you're EJ Tackett, you don't ever lower your head. There's nothing wrong with being second place in the first major of the year. Not to mention, let's keep it a buck here, guys. EJ Tackett is still the number one bowler in the world. But this kid had a coming out party. If he doesn't do anything else the rest of this year, it don't even matter. Because not only did he win his first major, not only did he win his first PBA event, but he shot at 300 on TV in the finals. Now, come on now. That's how you know that's a coming out party. Now, the question is, would I have liked to see EJ Tackett win that title? The short answer to that question is absolutely, because I'm an EJ fan. However, it's more to this story than being an EJ fan. So I would love to see Belmo, EJ catch Belmo, Jason Belmonte, one of the greats. So let's do this. So for all of you watching, make sure you're leaving in the comments if you do it afterwards. Um, when we talk about goats, football, we have Tom Brady. Um, Basketball, we have Michael Jordan. In bowling, we have a lot. A lot of people that can fit that mantle. So they say. For me, when I look at the greats, if I had to list, I'm going to say a lot of people would say Earl Anthony. A lot of people would say Pete Weber. A lot of people would say Norm Duke. The the older generation would say Walter Ray Williams. The reason why they would say Walter Ray is because he was phenomenal. Accuracy. There's almost nothing that man couldn't do with the ball. I mean, he could hit a dime 50 feet, 50 feet down lane. He was the man. And he won everything. He has the most wins, period. But the question becomes, does the wins alone make him the greatest? This is debate of all time. And you say, well, what do you mean? Well, okay, football, Tom Brady's just a GOAT, but Tom Brady also has more rings than everybody. So in football, we gotta leave that alone. Tom Brady's just a guy. But in basketball, this is the comparison. In basketball, Bill Russell has more rings than Michael Jordan, right? And since he has more rings than Michael Jordan, some people would say Bill Russell is the greatest of all time. But MJ, come on now, MJ is that guy. MJ is that GOAT. So if MJ is listed as that guy, that dude, that GOAT, that man, my question would therefore become, if EJ Tackett is the man, if EJ Tackett is the GOAT, could EJ be the GOAT over Walter Ray when Walter Ray has all the titles? It would become the Bill Russell, the Robert Ory theory, where you can have more, right? So for me, I'm gonna ask you guys in the comments to let me know: do we think that if EJ passes Belmo for the most majors of everyone, would he be considered therefore the GOAT? Or does he have to therefore get more victories, just tournament wins, not just majors, than Walter Ray Williams Jr.? See, that's the catch 22. That's what we want to know. Now, EJ's still a young guy. EJ's only 33 years old. So if EJ Tackett stays healthy, mm, if EJ Tackett stays healthy, do we think he can reach? Now, I do believe right now he's 3 or 4 only majors behind Jason Belmonte. But Jason Belmonte also has him by 10 years. And for the last, 3, 4 years, EJ Tackett has been the man. I mean, he has been the man. And 3-time bowler of the year. So, I mean, so let's be honest here. Do we feel like EJ Tackett has a shot at this? I'm going to go on a limb and say yes. I'm going to go on a limb and say he's also in that GOAT conversation. Now, there's a difference between the old game and the game now. Not right now, it's raw power, right? And here's the thing: with all the two-handers, this is what makes it special for me with EJ. With all the two-handers, with all the talents, the Andersons, the Icemans, the Belmos, the Simos, the Troops, he's still there every single week. I mean, think about that. Think about what EJ Tackett over the last 4, 5, 6 years has done. He's simply a phenom. I mean, every single week he is there. Now, this is something that you have to put into perspective. Did EJ Tackett win a Players Championship? No, he did not. What he did do, though, is led by almost 300 over. I think it was over 300 pins of the field. He beat everybody about 300 pins. And then he went through match play and was the number 1 seed. Do you guys understand the level of skill that takes? Do we understand the level of skill that takes? But not only skill, the mental fortitude that takes. I mean, EJ Tackett almost led the field, almost led through match play, and almost won the whole thing. So this is what I said. I thought EJ was going to win, but once he became number 1 seed, I was like, because I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Ed about it, and I said, listen, him being number 1 seed, that scares me. Because I think EJ's at his best when he gets a running start. So when he's 4th, 3rd, even 2nd seed, when EJ Tackett gets a running start, I think he is absolutely a terror. Bobo brought a lot of youth to bowling. I think it was great for the sport, but traditional one hand bowling isn't going away. Chad, I couldn't agree with you more. I really can't. And you know what? Two handed bowling is phenomenal right now. And here's what's weird, right? Traditionalists say two handed bowling is messing up the sport and one handers can't beat two handers. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: one handers won more on tour last year than two handers did. A one hander won the first event this year. So I don't, just because you're two handed, and yes, two handed you get more off hits because they generate that rev rate. They can generate a little more power, but I don't see them dominating the sport. Belmo was ahead of his time. So, Chad, what do you think, man? Belmo, Walter Ray, Norm Duke, Pete Weber, Pataglia, EJ Tackett. Who's the better? Who's the GOAT? Who's that guy? Who's that guy that if you needed one game, you take? Who's that guy that if you needed one shot, one strike on any surface, you would take? Who's that guy? See, for me, it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer. One day I'm gonna have great grandkids, I hope, and I'll tell them about EJ Tackett. No one was probably harder to beat than Walter. Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Although it took a 300 to beat EJ Tackett, but um, let me ask you this though, Chad. Do you think Walter Ray was a success of his time? If Walter was in his prime right now, do you think he'd be dominating like he did against then? I'm just asking for a friend. That's a great question. Do we think that if Walter Ray was in his prime right now, he would dominate the game like he did when he did? And on the same note, if EJ Tackett was in his prime back in the 80s, how do you think he would have did against those guys? Here's why I ask. Because for the team captains, I watch EJ Bo Belmo on Wooden Lanes. Uh, EJ's insane. It doesn't listen. If you take EJ outside and put him on the parking lot, he gonna do his thing. I'm telling you. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that chat, but if you missed it, go back and watch it. This year, where the captains bowled at the old school place with the wood. Oh my goodness. EJ Tackett on wooden lanes is just as lethal as he is right now on synthetic. He's that good. I don't think he would be dominating, but he still be on the show every week. I'm not going to say that that's not true, cuz Walter Ray is, his accuracy is unmatched. It's unmatched. However, I mean, here's a question, Chad. Here's a question. I'm asking for a friend. Check this out. This is gonna mess your mind up. You ready? So Walter Ray was accurate then back in the day, but the balls really didn't hook, right? The balls really didn't hook. You know what I'm saying? It was a different game. I want you to think about what EJ Tackett is doing with today's equipment. Do you understand how strong, how aggressive, how insane today's equipment is compared to the 80s? Right? 80s, they're using rubber balls. and look at what we're using right now. So imagine the level of control EJ Tackett would get from those balls then. I mean, holy smokes. You listen, you got to understand something. EJ Tackett is not throwing a purple hammer. EJ Tackett ain't throwing a black hammer. EJ Tackett ain't throwing none of that stuff. He not. I mean, this is it's. I mean, you said Walter be in every show. Ain't EJ on every show? I mean, the dude's insane. The dude's actually insane. Hey, Chad, did you see that he was up over 300 pins on the field? Do you understand how great he had to bowl on dual patterns, mind you me? Dual patterns. He was up over 300 pins on the field at a major. That's insane. That's insane. He figures it out what no one else does. And I had somebody say to me the other day on Saturday, "Oh well, that's because he's using the moto balls, and moto balls are different. If you would give Anderson and Troop and Simo moto balls, then they would be winning too." I think if you gave EJ a brick, if you took a boulder and you shaved it and put some gloss on it and made it into a bowling ball, I think EJ would do it. That man, he just something about him. He's just insane. And another thing, he doesn't seem to get rattled. I don't think I've ever really seen him get rattled where things bother him. And that's part of the mental game that a lot of people need to understand. So the young buck went and dropped a 3 hundo. Walter didn't see these crazy old patterns either. No, he did not. And that's another thing too, Chad. He didn't see them. You're right, he didn't. And that's the difference. EJ doing these on all these crazy patterns, like reverse Christmas tree patterns and stuff like that. So the argument is great to be made, but you know. So we got Paul as our champ again. As you can see, I put it up there. I gotta give a man credit. I think this week he gonna get knocked off though. I think this is the week he gonna fall down. Now, this is what I will say. I gotta give Paul some credit because somebody that's getting 11 sticks, he's been 700 in the 780s, 770s, 760s up to 790s for like what 4 straight weeks, 5 straight weeks, or around there. Like 8 out of, yeah, 6 weeks. He's 6-time champion. So in his, yeah, that's saying something. Because I imagine his league is probably a 90% at 220, which means his average is about a 210. So shoot, he out here grinding. And Chad, I seen the gutter ball thing, man. I'm sorry. So I threw one two. I threw 1-2 on Sunday. I was playing up 1-2-3, and one didn't catch. Rolled straight in there, blue. But I was like, it is what it is. I mean, when I'm playing the gutter, I expect it to happen at least once. When you're trying to bounce it off 1-2-3, happen. It'll happen to you. You just get up there and throw the next shot. He didn't get knocked off by me this week. I'm being stubborn, bowling injured. Well, Chad, I'm not the person that's going to be like, well, don't bowl and not injured because you know me, I'm a bowl injured, sick. Yeah, because I love the bowl and I love to hang out with my homeboys. So I mean, but I mean, I think we got to go in and start handling our business, man. We down by we in second place. That ain't normal for us. This year we may not be that 3-time defending champion no more. You know what I'm saying? We might have to change the thing to almost champion. Nah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We just gotta do what we do best. Bowl. So yeah, I'm gonna go to a tournament in Lockport on Sunday. As of right now, I don't see why I wouldn't go. Let me make sure that's where it's at real quick. My team needs my consistency. What up, Willie? Our subs only average 143. Well, consistency is key. I mean, I think my team need me to stop playing around. I played around with I played around for a long period of time. Yeah, I played around. I played around playing up the gutter for a while in league just to do it in competition, just to see how it would work out. And you know, it happens to the best of us. All right. Wait, did that just say March 20? All right, what am I missing? Oh, March 1st right there. Strike and spare in Lockport. So where's this one at? Addison Stardust. Okay. Too tall. What up, player? Don't you bowl today, Too tall? Yeah, Too tall. Shouldn't you be bowling today? What's good? Stopped in before. Yeah. Oh man, I bowled so bad that they should tell me. I think they sent a flyer to me and told me I should quit bowling after bowling like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it was over for me on Sunday before I threw a first ball. I was pissed off. I got angry. And when you get mad, it's over. When you get angry, it's over. I know it. You know it. We all know it. I was emotional. So, yeah, I got angry. And getting angry is probably the dumbest single thing that you can do in bowling. But I did. I got angry. Something happened and it rubbed me the wrong way. And then I was just done at that point. I should have actually just packed up and went home but I bowled, and then after I stunk it up for a little while, I was like, let me test this pattern out a little bit. What up, Larry? How you doing, brother? So yeah, this tournament in Lockport is an hour and a half away from me. So I probably wouldn't end bowling until about 5 o'clock. So I probably wouldn't be home until about 7:30, or between 7 to 7:30. So Sunday's live, I'm not sure about yet. Nope, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. I'm 90% going to Lockport, but we'll see. I haven't made a decision yet. I ordered the Bionic today. Might be a week or two before I can get it. Why would it be that long? The Bionic's a good ball. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Bionic tomorrow, the Mayhem tomorrow, a couple of shiny balls. What's going on? PHO? What up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take tomorrow the Bionic with me, and then the Mayhem, and then I don't know what else. Probably a couple of shinies, and then but I'm gonna move in and play. I'm gonna move in and play the lane tomorrow. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but Can't be worse than it was last week. It was like a sparing rally for me. No, I had emotional damage, and it wasn't the P2's fault because I didn't take it with me. I didn't take the P2 or the P2 Pro with me. Nope, I didn't take either one. And it wasn't the ball's fault, man. Just something happened and it just made me angry when I got. Listen, don't ever bowl when you're mad because then you don't execute. And yeah, I was mad. I was mad as hell. I was steaming like Willie Beeman, dude. I was so angry that I had anxiety in my chest because I just wanted to punch somebody. But it was more me than anybody else, so it is what it is. PSO has high school championships Friday, Saturday, and I'm busy next week. The Raptor rain came today. It's gonna be nice to have a solid ball up from the P2. Yeah, it's definitely a boost up from the P2. All right, sorry about that. I muted. Dog was barking. Look at that, Brandon in the house. What up, B? I picked up the concept. I've been rolling well, but after 10 games, I've been having to wipe it off. PHO. I I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you for a friend. Hey, just touch it. Listen, touch it with some surface, PHO, and then it'll start absorbing again. Touch it with some surface. I think your surface is just clammy. Makeup league today had me playing up 10 like a house shot hero. Ain't nothing wrong being a house shot hero, man. Evans just got the bionic as well. I That bionic is good. You know what I haven't done to that bionic though? I have never thrown it with surface. It's weird because every single ball that I got, I touch with surface. The only one I have not touched with surface is that bionic. It's a fact. A fact. The only one I have not touched with surface is that bionic, and I have no idea why I haven't. But I'm gonna touch it with a little bit of surface and use it tomorrow. Or I'm gonna touch the mayhem with surface and use that tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, but it'll be one or the other. Maybe I'll throw one on one lane, one or the other. I don't really care. So check this out, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's gonna sound crazy, but it's something. What would you guys say if I told you I have more issues on a challenge shot than I do on a sports shot? What do you guys think? I have more issues on a challenge shot than on a sports shot. What up, Josh? How you doing, bro? Oh, my boys is in the building today. That's what I'm talking about. How does any of you guys feel about that? I have more issues on a challenge shot than on a sports shot. Tell me, does that make sense to anyone? Because it sure as heck don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So, any of you guys think that that's a little weird? Anybody? Everybody? But if I make it a star, what does that do? Oh, I don't know what that does. Show comments on stage. Okay. So yeah, so does anybody else have that problem or anybody heard of anybody having that issue? I have more issues on a challenge shot than on a sports shot. Quiet guy, what up? A challenge shot is like Kegel into the middle road, Kegel titanium, Kegel mercury, those kind of patterns. Not sure why when a sports shot is supposed to be harder. So I don't know. Probably because there's a little bit of ratio, not just flat. So here it is. I think this is what the problem is. So with my rev rate, a sports shot makes sense. A sports shot for me, it just everything is just smooth. It's easy. When the lanes start to break down, I get left on a challenge shot. It just all seems to be chaotic. Like the volume breaks down. I mean, it's like 20, 24, 25 mils. It breaks down so fast, so soon. You know what I'm saying? On a sports shot, I don't need the free hook. I don't look for it. I don't need it. Um, and maybe this on the sports shot, there's buff, but there's not a lot of it, right? On a challenge shot, like Mercury, for example, from like 5 feet, right? 5 feet up the lane. Maybe I'll bring it up and show you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna share this screen with you. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. All right. So I know you guys can see this. So okay. So Mercury, for example, Mercury ratio, anything under 4 is considered a sports shot, right? So Mercury is pretty close to a sports shot. But here's why this doesn't make sense to me, right? Okay. So you see it's 40 feet, 25 mils, right? 25 mils. I'm circling it right now. I don't know if you can see my pointer or not. So 25 mils. So you got 13 forward, 11 reverse. Okay. So two tanks is being used. So if they're using a keg or oil machine, then they're using fire and they're using ice, right? So, but the most important part is the chart right here, the orange chart to my right, to your right. So as you can see, so this oil pattern is good for about 5 feet, right? So 5 feet from board 7 to the gutter, right? Now, this light brown is what is considered called buff, right? Now it's oil, yes, but as you can see, most of the oil is right here in the middle of the lane. Now, what happens when they're oil in the lane is this 13 and this 11 will go right here, right? This is what they're telling you. That's going reverse forward. That's going right here, right? Now, what happens is on the outside where 5 board is, where 7, you see this, and then that all the way in that buff, that is actually the leftover oil that's on the brushes that the brushes is putting down on the lane. The issue is you don't know how much that is. You have no idea how much that actually is, right? So what happens is when you're trying to play that. So if I'm playing outside, if I'm going to swing the ball, right? So if I'm going to play, say let's go 15-7. Depending on what ball you're using, your ball can end up sliding past your break point. If you got depending on what ball you're using, if it has too much surface, playing 15-7, then it's not going to reach 7. It's going to read the body of the lane even faster. So it'll come straight off, and then it'll start reading about 35 feet, right? So that's that. Okay. So now if you So the object is this: I haven't figured out how to adjust to it. So then it becomes okay. Well, why don't you just play it? So then it becomes let's play a straighter angle, right? So then let's say I'm gonna now rule of 31 states that if it's 40 feet, then up to nine board. So up to nine board for me, then all of a sudden I'm gonna get out the oil at about 20 feet, right? So now my ball is gonna start reading at 20 feet. Now depending on the ball that I'm using, if I'm using a solid with a little bit of surface, it's going to read the lane rather quickly. From nine, then then I'm gonna have to bend a little bit. Then it becomes balling down and figuring out what you need to get into to be able to bowl relatively well. And then it becomes down to understanding it, practice, and the reality is when you go to a tournament, 9 out of 10, you only got 5 minutes of practice. So if you're only getting 5 minutes of practice with this shot, that's equipped with four people on lane. That's equivalent to taking two, at the most, three shots per lane, right? So getting lined up is the issue. What to throw is the issue. How do I do it is the issue. And then, like when we were bowling a tournament, I decided to go further outside to get away from the clump people. And then I threw three shots on the right lane and three shots on the left lane. And on the fourth shot, it was already burned. So, and I was using something relatively clean. So the thing is, I would have to use something even cleaner. So, like I said, it's a weird process, but I'm a little bit stumped by it. But then again, I've never really practiced on them either. So now for the Mercury shot right there, though, I shot 680. So Mercury wasn't a problem because it's flatter, right? So the volume is flatter. So that made it a little easier for me. I hope that makes sense. So they couldn't strip the lanes last night. Just lay down 43 foot on what was left. Wow, that had to be fun. What up, Chad? That Bionic just may be my next ball. I get possibly the Nebula. Have you seen that new ball by Motive? They say it's stronger than the Nebula. Well, that it better be stronger than the Nebula because Larry, it's a solid. I have it. I just know I wanted something close to the Ion to replace it. Well, Chad, that ain't gonna replace your Ion. Well, the Ion Pro it might, but the Ion Max it will not. It ain't the Bionic's not strong as the Ion Max. It's a step down from it. It's actually maybe two steps down from it. But then again, I haven't touched the take surface off. So let me throw it with no surface. Let me throw it with no surface, and then I'll tell you. Um, but Larry, the new motor ball, the review, I should have it out. Hopefully, the review done Friday. I'm hoping. I'm really sincerely hoping I can get it done Friday. I think I should be able to. Hell, I might be able to get it done Thursday. No, it'll be Friday. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the new motor ball. I'm looking forward to it. The Supra. It's a Supra. It's the first Supra solid. The OG Ion Pro. I didn't like the OG Ion Pro. Man, Maddie was bowling. Sorry, my high school girl's bowling in her conference top 10, and she's actually leading the field. Not bad, Mrs. Madison. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. He looks lost or confused. Who looks lost or confused? I'm lost and confused. Chris, I'm lost and confused when it comes to that pattern, bro. No, I was telling Maddie congratulations on leading the field today. That's dope. I like that. But she got skills and skills pay the bills. Um, but yeah, challenge patterns it's been throwing me for a loop. I haven't figured out the combination yet of with rev rate meets ball meets surface. I ain't figured it out. However, I'm gonna keep bowling in every tournament I get my hands on anyway, because the more I see something, the better I'm gonna be at it. So it's a lesson to you guys. Don't be discouraged when you run into challenging situations. It ain't easy. Nothing's easy. We don't. If it was easy, would you want to fight for it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep grinding. The grind don't stop. Hey Chris, aren't you working right now? It's Tuesday. Nope, you're bowling. Yeah, Chris, you bowling right now, ain't you? Yeah, 7 o'clock. You bowling. I hope you bowling well. Dominate somebody. So, but yeah, man, we gotta make sure that we on the ground. Oh, you not bowling? My bad. My bad. I thought you bowled on Tuesday nights. Maybe you bowl on Monday nights. Oh, you having back problems again. Oh, I got you. Well, I hope you feel better soon, bro. Our bowling alley only does sport or challenge stuff during the summer. I normally don't throw a ball between late April till September. Dang, Chad. I throw one all year round. Long as I'm healthy, I'm gonna throw one all year round. Hey, Chris, I got a question for you. Is there a scratch league in the summertime at Park? Somebody asked me about it, and I didn't know what to tell them. But I know you know the answer. Hey, thanks, Larry, for telling Maddie let's go. Cause yeah, she leading the field, man. But I know she can though. She's outstanding. She just if she has confidence in her game, she's tough to beat. She's tough to beat. Me too. Bing 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 bing. I didn't think there was, but somebody said there was like a trio, a scratch trio league. Oh, my boy Joe from Wisconsin asked me. He be bowling at that place in Clinton, and he told me that he said that yeah, the money trio, pro shop trio. So Chris, is the money trio or the pro shop trio either one of them scratch? I know the sport shot is scratch because that's my league. I made that league, so yes, that's scratch. But is the other two scratch? Laid up in bed all day yesterday, doing better today, but still way to go. Hope it's better before League Thursday. Are you sick? Are you sick, Brandon, or your back messed up? Man, I thought I was old. You guys sound like y'all like 7 day. Yeah, I hope y'all both get better. Hey, I said I thought they were handicapped. That's what I thought. I thought the only scratch league at Park Lanes is the sports shot. But I know next fall, we sooner we get these flyers out, the better. We're gonna have a sports shot league in the fall at Park, and I think it's gonna be on Thursdays. It's gonna be Monday. It's got to be Monday or Thursday. But we're gonna have a scratch league at Park. That was the rest of my response. Chris back, jacked up. I got you. So yeah. So I know we're gonna have a scratch one at Park in the fall on a house shot because I'm making it. I'm making that league. Me and Kurt's been talking about it, and I would like to see if we can get it off the ground. Um, Cherry Bowl has one. Viking has one. I think it's time for Park to have one, a scratch league, and then in the summertime, of course, we'll do the animal patterns for scratch too. So adults and youth. That way everybody can get busy and the kids can get ready for junior gold. Steve is bowling tonight. Yeah, Steve bowling tonight. So is Paulie. Why you gotta make me bowl more? Hey man, because it's something to do. We ain't got nothing else better to do with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing better to do ourselves. I need to get you in some of these tournaments. As soon as your back gets better, I gotta get you in some of these tournaments, cuz. Yeah, Steve and Paul's bowling tonight, man. I don't think Rebs is bowling tonight though. What up, GB? GB in the building. What up? Hey, when GB get here, y'all know what time it be. Paulie's about to start and see how it goes tonight. That's what I just said. You bowl tonight, Paul. I would see. I'm on my game. Hey, but look, you've been like 760 or better for a long time, man. You better keep that going. You better start if you need to. You better throw overhanding. I wish we had more scratch tournaments. Bowled a team tournament this weekend in which we would have handily won scratch, but lost to the teams with hundreds of pins of handicap. Yeah, I know what that's like. When we bowled, but I don't mind bowling against handicap. I mean, we this week we gonna give up like 200 pins. I'm pretty sure somewhere around there. Looked like he ditched the first ball last night. Threw 6 in a row, then back went to shit. Ooh, that's gotta suck. Sports Shot League would be nice, would be cool too. Hey Brandon, I keep us for Express Shot League in the summertime, though. We be greasy up here. Need position night. 2 out of the first. Okay, 2 out of 4. Okay. Well, I hope you do well, Paul. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, as soon as you lose the title, you ain't never getting it back. By committee, we said you are revoked from winning. We are yeah. We said that you are no longer permitted to win, Paul. You are being excommunicated. Now, we want you to bowl well, but you ain't winning. Unless you bowl in 800s, you ain't winning. And then you still might lose. That's fine. Enjoy the ride while it lasted. Come on, Paul. You know you ain't done yet. You know Paul gonna throw three. Paul gonna hit us up tomorrow with 900. Let's go, Paul. Paul gonna hit us with a 900. Paul gonna be the 13th person in bowling history to get a 900. So how you like them apples? Yep. Let's go. We support our own. Brandon, it's hard to believe with all the power bowling in Texas that y'all don't have a lot of scratch and a lot of sports shot tournaments and leagues. I would imagine y'all got sports shot leagues and leagues all over the place. Yeah, I would have thought for sure that you guys would have sports shot leagues out the wazoo. Yeah, I would have I would have I would have heck yeah, I would have thought that. They do out around the big cities, not out here in no man's land. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was going to say because I know they be doing some power bowling out in the city, boy. Woo! That's why I'm gonna start needing everybody to send me some stuff in the city so I can make a trip. That way I want to come bowl a tournament in everybody's city. Everybody's city. I want to come and bowl with everybody. Every one of y'all, I'll come and bowl a tournament with everybody. We barely have league as is. We only have 4 leagues. and most in one league is 10 teams. Whoa. Where are you at, Brandon? Where are you at in the sticks? I thought you was in Houston. Why did I think you was in Houston? Man, I gotta get a shot here in a minute. I ain't looking forward to being stabbed with this pen, but if I want to live, I gotta get the shot. Oh, Houston was 3 years ago. Okay. So, Brandon, what's the closest city you to now? Fountain Bowl in Fountain Bowl Valley, California. Sports shot tournament every other week. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I need to move there. That's why I need to move to Cali. Colin and I bowl together in Houston. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's what I need right there. Let's go back up. He another Cali dude. I need to go to Cali. Cali or Vegas? I need to move to Cali or Vegas. What was that? That was weird. Houston sounds like Javon and Fifth Ward bowling Sunday through Thursday. Yeah, man. I would like. Yeah, all big ones are equally spaced 3 to 4 hours to Dallas and San Antonio, 6 to Houston. Yeah, you sound like you right in the middle, cuz. That's crazy. That's crazy. But seriously, everybody let me know. I plan on look, I ain't say I'm coming all in one weekend, but I'm gonna come bowl with all y'all, man. Every last one of y'all. I'm gonna come bowl a tournament with y'all. Cause I'm a tournament kind of bowler right now. As long as I stay somewhat healthy. Odessa is the closest bowling town. It's 2 hours away, and they have diamond lanes where Bella Castillo bowls. Oh, okay. You mean where she bowled since she's at Jack State? That kid, 300 Sunday against EJ. That kid was killing it. Yeah, he had a coming out party. Like I said, if he don't do nothing else ever in his first major, he went to 300 and he beat up on EJ. So shoot, that man, look, look. He beat the mess. Look, but the reality is, if he did anything else, he probably lost EJ anyway. Can't complain about Paulie winning. We we got to be in it to win it. Have fun tonight, Paulie. Look, I ain't knocking Paul. I'm saying I want him to win. I want him to do great. There's an old expression, old school. You want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So if we want it, we got to take it from him. Don't know how you set the bar any higher than he did. Facts. You can't set. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing he can do to top that except for go throw another one. Cleanup crew coming to Fountain Bowl tomorrow. They looking for trouble. Mark Baker been doing his clinics here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings lately. Simo, AJ Johnson, and Tane been popping up. Nice. I was disappointed because I love EJ, but that was fun to watch. Calm down, Ric Flair. Woo! Um, the cleanup crew. You know what? I respect Mark Baker. I think he a good dude. And Simo and Belmo, I mean Simo and D Tang and AJ Johnson is AJ Johnson is that dude that you be able to sit down and kick it with. You know what I mean? If you drink, have a brew with. If not, just chop it up. That's how he really comes off. The cleanup crew, I Mero is the only one that I rock with because out of all of them, they talked all that jazz. We'll take on anybody. I said me. They said no. Whatever. Peace. I can't even get with you no more. I like seeing everybody try with the weekly competition. I do too, man. That's the best part about this is everybody's putting in their effort. Look at this. We got the left-hander Rebs in the building. Rebs will probably win a lot if he could hit a 7-pin. We will be at the Michigan tournament next weekend, Coach. I know. I know you will. I'm trying. I've been trying to work out that math. I have. I've been trying to work that math out. Ain't been going too well though. But Larry, don't count me out. I might be up there though. I might be up there though, Larry. Don't count me out yet. If I don't leave or don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's true. If you don't leave it, you ain't never got to worry about it. We're going through some serious transition here in our local area in Tennessee. We have to build another center. Man, here is closing until April. That's well, I mean, change ain't bad. Change is not a bad thing. Change is definitely not a bad thing. Topography. That's the only thing you gotta do is get used to the lane topography. But here's the deal: if you have a process that you go through to get yourself lined up, it shouldn't be complicated. That's like me in league. Instead of me going in, throwing a shot, lining up, moving, throwing a shot, moving, throwing a shot, now I'm lined up. I don't do that either. But we find ourselves, and this is funny because most of you guys will probably agree with me. When you go into the bowling alley, you probably line up where you normally do, and on a house shot, you line up where you normally do, and you go to work. Unfortunately, that's not what we should be doing. What we should be doing is the process. Starting far right, throwing the shot, letting it read, getting the idea what's at the end of the pattern, jump 10 left to make the adjustment, throw the ball, stretch it out to 5, 6, 7, see what it does, make the adjustment off that. Most of the time, we should be lined up. When we do that, we have that opportunity. I have two spare balls, but I don't use them. I was accurate flattening my hand, but the key word was used to. The key word is old. Hey, I missed last week. Can I give a short? Can I get a short summary of what we shared with the waffle rules, etc.? So, what we shared, Brandon, is I'm going to drop the rules for that tomorrow. I'm gonna put the in the community tab. I'm gonna drop the rules, and I'll put it in Discord too, so you can check Discord or the community tab. But I'll put the rules in there. I will put the rules in that thing, and then we'll go from there. The house I've been going to recently is mainly a sports shot house, so it's been a challenge. Oh, but a good one. Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you. I take on all challenges. And here's the thing, right? Even if you don't bowl well in your environment, long as you're not getting agitated and you're learning, that's what's important. The object is to learn, because if you can learn what's going right and what's going wrong, it's definitely more beneficial. So that's something that we need to have take away from all of it. And that goes for me too. I mean, it's weird because when I'm bowling, I don't necessarily have the coach's mind. I don't I don't coach me how I would coach someone else. So that's where it's different. So getting agitated is something that I normally don't ever do. It just so happened it popped up that day. But yes, so I'm gonna drop the video for guess my series when I get off of here. I gotta get to do that video and drop it, and then the rules will be dropped for tomorrow for the waffle, and then yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go league and we should be live. I don't think Mel and them have any problem with it, so I think we should be live for that tomorrow, which won't be bad. And then I need to figure out what day we're gonna log in and do this thing because Sunday, again, I'll be at Lockport, an hour and a half away. But I guess I could theoretically go live on my way home because it's gonna be an hour and a half drive. So technically, I could do it on my way home. No, I can't because I need to use the computer generator to do this raffle. Because so I can tell you for sure, Brandon, that we're going to be doing the waffle, or however I need to say it. I'm going to be using the number generator. Wait, all right. So you know what? Let me just tell you how we're going to do this. So how we're going to do that is this. I'm going to give you guys a thing to where you guys, if you're, so here's how it's going to work. If you're if you are a member of this channel, you're going to get a free submission into it. So if you're a member, you're already got a free submission into the waffle, right? So each one of you members is going to have a number with your name, right? Now, then I'll open it up to where you can, if you would like to be in the drawing for that said ball, you will be able to purchase another ticket to be put in, right? Does that make sense? And then we will put each of those numbers into a number generator. And I'll press the button, and the number generator will pick the number, and that person will be the winner. That's easy. Now, if somebody have a better way to do it, I'm all ears. I love sports shots because my work schedule is hard to do tournaments on the weekends. That's fair. Well, I'm out. Look at Revs. Well, I'm out. Why you out, Revs? You only out if you want to be out, Revs. Now, if somebody can think of a better way to do it, please, I'm all ears. And if you want to hit me up in private, hit me up and DM me in private chat or text message or whatever, do that. I mean, I'm just doing it because I just want to see what it's going to be like. I want to see how it is, how fun it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the way to do it. But I'm going to sleep on it again, though, and try to figure it out. I've been thinking about it over and over again. But I think that's the best way to do it. But with that being said, though, I am going to jump off because I got a couple things I need to do before I get some sleep, including stab myself with this shot. Revs, I got to give myself a shot. That gives me anxiety for my diabetes. It gives me anxiety. I got to stab myself. Said that sounds like a good idea. Stabbing myself with a pen is a good idea. It ain't never been a good idea for me, GB. No, I'm just playing. I know what you're talking about. I like sports shots because it's the only practice lanes available, and most people only want to bet on a house. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. But me, I love a sports shot. I prefer bowling on a sports shot over a house shot any day. But challenge shot be kicking my butt. I just have not figured them out. But I know what I got to do. I got to figure out surface and the ball choice and surface, and then I'll be fine. I just ain't figured it out yet. But as soon as I do, watch out, world. Watch out. As soon as I figure this out, watch out, world. That's all I know. It is going to be epic. That's what I know. No, the ticket thing, the ticket drawing thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking care of my health. I mean, that's why I take it. Yo, look, check this out, guys. I don't eat meat, but I really never eat meat anyway. I don't eat dairy. I do eat seafood. I don't eat no processed sugar at all. Zero. And I mean, I don't eat no processed sugar. If it ain't natural and fruit, then I don't eat it. So I'm definitely doing the best I can. And my body's changing from it. You know what I mean? So, but I get to see my specialist on Monday. So I'll be able to tell you guys if everything I'm doing, well, if like the no processed sugar and stuff, I'll be able to tell you if it's working or not, which I'm thinking that it is. I'm hoping that it is anyway. But yeah, man, health is all I got, man. My son is a freshman in high school. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to watch my boy go to college. I'm trying to play with my grandkids. I'm trying to do all those things, and I can't do that if I'm not taking care of me. So I gotta love me enough to take care of me. So some of you guys, if you only learn one thing from me, love yourself enough to take care of you because ain't nobody else gonna do it. And the fact of the matter is that may not even be enough. But my son know I'm trying. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself enough to try. So if that means no processed sugar, I don't care. If that means I gotta do some other things, then I gotta do it. If that means I gotta get stabbed with a needle once a week, well, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know, I could listen. All the things that I go through, the torn biceps and everything else, and it take it forever to heal because I'm a diabetic. I don't complain. I just go about my business. Did I ever tell y'all my elbow right here? Let me lower this. This I've seen a doctor about this over and over again. My elbow hurts all the time, even when I'm not bowling, it's hurting. And because I'm a diabetic, my doctor's like, look, when you tore your bicep and everything else, these tendons are strained really bad, and it takes time to heal. But because I'm a diabetic, I heal a little slower. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see me. I'm not making excuses with it. I'm not nothing. I go out, I grind, I do what I got to do. You know what I mean? So here's the thing: the younger generations don't understand this, and I'm gonna say this piece, and then I'm gonna jump off. For all of you that watch this later, and all of you who ain't in the older echelon of age, I want y'all to understand something. Us Gen X's, we learn how to grind, we learn how to fight, we learn how to push the limits to where they can't be pushed anymore to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Now, am I saying it's a smart thing to do? Absolutely not. But I'm saying that's all we know. And this is all I know. Take it to the max every single day. That's me. So we gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep styling. We gonna keep profiling like that boy Ric Flair. Woo! Because that's who we are. I'll keep you in my. Hey, thanks. You know what? Thanks, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my family. And thanks for, having me in them. You know what I mean? But you know what? But it still starts with me, though. I still got to do the work. I still got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? When I said, hey, I'm done eating processed sugars because I want to test my body and see What happens if I do that? Everybody around me was like, nah, you can't do it. Watch me. Did I do it? Yep. Hey, and this is funny too because if you stop eating processed sugars, you may not know this, but you'll go through withdrawal really bad for about a month. It's true. Truth. Gen X. We're the forgotten generation. But we're the toughest and the most grindiest generation. Because that's who we are. That's all we ever know. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ever know. But with that being said, thanks to all y'all for coming to hang out with me on a Tuesday. Make sure y'all checking out the live tomorrow and make sure y'all guessing the series. Because I ain't gave a ball away in a while. Wait. Everybody else left, but there's a couple of you here. Who series do you want me to guess tomorrow? Who y'all want to guess tomorrow? I'm gonna let y'all decide who y'all want to guess tomorrow. Tayshawn, Uncle Drew, Doug, me. I even let you guess Larry's series. So whose series do y'all want to guess tomorrow? Y'all gotta tell me. Too tall, my dog. So whose series y'all guessing tomorrow? Anybody? Hall of Famer. Well, we did me last week though. We did me last week, PHO. I was last week's. So if we do a Hall of Famer, it got to be one or the other one. Because remember, tomorrow Doug is bowling and Drew bowling, so we'll have two Hall of Famers bowling. So which one, Doug or Drew? And here's the bonus. I don't know. I still ain't got my reward from this series. You told me to give it away. Oh, and we had the shirts, the ones that they sent me. I sent them back because the material wasn't right. So then they're gonna send it back to me again, and I'm sending the shirts out to all my championship winners. All of their shirts are gonna go out, and everybody's shirt's different. Just so y'all know, I'm giving everybody different shirts because I want everything different out there. So y'all will get what y'all get, and then for next season, y'all shirts will have a championship belt on them or a championship. You'll have your championship date and stuff on it. I'm trying to make this a fun thing for next season. No, your series, yes. You're good. Don't worry about it. Your shirt's coming. You good. That's why I asked you to give me your size. But yeah, it didn't. They didn't look right. So that's it. We sent them back. They're repurposing, resending them with the right material. Because there's nothing like paying for a material and they send you something different. That's just stupid. So, but I promise, everything is coming. Yeah, Paulie gonna have a whole wardrobe. Gonna run out of places to put a belt on his shirt. Yeah, no kidding, right? Paulie, yeah, no kidding. So, yep. So we got that. So all that is coming though. All that is coming. And as soon as it get here, I'll tell everybody I'm sending it. Actually, I might just surprise and send it since I got everybody's address. So we got that. So Doug, we only got one person that said Doug. So Doug, it is for the series tomorrow. Doug. Now, yeah. So I received 11 shirts, but when I opened it, it was not the cotton blend that we asked for. It was this like it almost looked like it was kind of like silky stuff, but it wasn't. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, TG? So it was like that. So um I didn't like it. That's not that's not what I paid for because I pay for all the shirts that I'm sending out to you guys. So that's not what I paid for. And I'm not going to pay them money for something. No, I got the cotton blend because the cotton it's a lightweight cotton blend that you'll be able to wear if it's hot or if it's cold. That's what I paid for. So I sent them back. They're reprinting them on the shirts in which I purchased. And as soon as they do, then I send them out to everybody. Now, I could have just sent them to y'all, but they were not in good taste. Larry, for me, coach, I don't think we have done him before. No, nobody's ever done Larry before because Larry's unpredictable. I mean, Larry's just unpredictable. But here's the bonus. Y'all ready for this? If you're on this live right now, and I need the names of everybody that if you still in here right now, put a 1 in the chat. Everybody that put a 1 in the chat gets 2 guesses. You'll get the pick. So I need somebody else. Who are we doing tomorrow? Larry or Drew or Doug, or who are we doing tomorrow? I should have taken your advice and picked up the Bionic, but choosing a P2 Pro instead. And after seeing it thrown by Bona, I want it. Yeah, I bet you do. All right, so we got Brandon, Larry, Brandon, Larry, TG. Hey guys, I need another name, please. PHO. Guys, I need another name. Because I got one Doug and I got one Larry. Now I got Larry and Tayshawn, but both by Larry. And Larry wants to do Larry because his name is Larry. Tayshawn. So now we got 2 Tayshawns. All right, so here's the deal. Right now we have 4 people that's still here that put a 1 in the chat. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So Tayshawn and Larry, you guys that are here right now, you get to pick Tayshawn and Larry. Okay, Chris is also here. All right, but here's the catch. Here's the catch. You guys have to send me either a text message, a Discord private message, or an Instagram message with your picks, because I do not want you guys to put yours in the YouTube video because you guys get to pick 2 and everybody else is only picking 1. This is the bonus for staying to the end of the live. Got it, everybody? So text message me, DM me, Discord me privately. You guys all get 2 picks. So you can pick Larry and Tayshawn. Everybody else is just going to pick Larry. You see what I'm saying? So that's how this is going to work today. You guys get the bonus. Well, that's the thing, Larry. Did you not hear what I just said? You're going to be doing Larry. Everybody's going to be doing Larry. However, the people in this chat that are still here who put a 1 up are going to be picking Larry and Tayshawn's score to give you 2 times the chance. But you got to send it to me in a text message, a DM, or on Discord privately, because I do not want everybody else to know that you're getting the bonus, because it ain't their business. And if everybody else, if they see y'all doing it, they'll pick the extra things and it'll confuse me, and I don't want to go through all that. Okay, so now you guys know what y'all got to do. It's up to y'all to do it. It only take you 2 minutes to text me, 30 seconds to text me, Discord me, Facebook me, whatever you got to do. All right. With that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hey, and if somebody watches this late, and you put a 1 in the chat or 1 in the comments, then I will let you enter that contest, but you got to follow the rules of the contest that I just told everybody to do right now. That's what I'll enter. Now, with that being said, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hey, and thanks everybody playing the game. Make sure y'all getting y'all scores in. Have a good night. Coach is out of here.